Rocky Top. I did the verse, why not go ahead and do the chorus? So that made sense to me. Now, where I'm going to start here is actually the last measure of the verse, the very bottom of the page where I'm doing a 3 pinch, 2 pinch. That would take me back up to the top of the verse page, page 1, if I was doing that. But if I'm playing the chorus, I'm going to use a different ending. I'm going to replace that with the first measure on page 2 here, which is again a 3 pinch, but instead of doing a 2 pinch, I'm doing an open 4, and then I'm hitting the first fret on the 4th string, then I'm sliding in to 2nd fret 4th string. And those are all quarter notes, so they're all slow. So 3 pinch, 4, 1st fret, 2nd fret, then 1st string. That's my open E minor chord. And then I'm going to do a hammer-on the 4th string, keeping my ring finger in place. Now, by now you may be thinking, where do I recognize that lick from? Let's see. Let's go back to, say, Foggy Mountain Breakdown. Now, it just so happens that in Rocky Top, and there's not a real, I'm just saying, Rocky Top! So not, I'm holding on to one note there, so I can basically fill it in with whatever I want to. In this case, I'm just copying and pasting my E minor lick from Foggy Mountain Breakdown over to Rocky Top because it fills in the same amount of space, 2 measures on an E minor chord. Okay, so that's how I'm starting it. Rocky Top, and it kind of carries that E along, which is the melody note too. So that's what I choose to do on those first 2 measures. And if you don't like that, you can do whatever you want. My next measure, I'm going to a D chord. So I'm going to hit the open 4th string. I'm going to make the rest of this D chord. This is 1st finger on the 2nd fret 3rd string. 2nd finger, 2nd string, 3rd fret, pinky, 1st string 4th fret. There's my little all in a row D chord. I'm using my pinky here because usually my 4th finger is down here, but not in this case. So I go 4, 3, 2, 1, 5, 1, 2. So that's part of a forward reverse roll. 4, 3, 2, 1, 5, 3, 2. Now I do a regular forward reverse roll. 3, 2, 1, 5, 1, 2, 3. Except I stop it there on that quarter note to give myself time to get over to my F chord. So the D again, 4, 3, 2, 1, 5, 1, 2, 3, 2, 1, 5, 1, 2, 3. I'm going to scoot back a fret, swap these 2 fingers so that now my 2nd finger is on the 2nd fret of the 3rd string. My pinky is still on the 4th string, but slid back to the 3rd fret. My index finger is now on the 2nd string, 1st fret. I'm going to start on the 1st string with a quarter note. 1, 2, and 3, and 4, and. So just 4 rolls there. 1, 3, 2, 1, 5, 2, 1. Is that what I said before? Anyway, I'm going to do another forward reverse roll now. 3, 2, 1, 5, 1, 2, 3. Ending again with a quarter note to give myself time to change chords again. So far, let's go back to the top right quick. I'm doing a 3 pinch. Actually, I've got my Scruggs G run at the end of page 1. 3 pinch, 4, slide to my E minor, hammer, D chord, F chord, okay? Now I'm going to use my my Cripple Creek C chord here, except I'm going to hammer into it. And it's a slow hammer. It's 2 eighth notes. There's an eighth note for the open string and an eighth note for the hammer-on. I'm hammering on both fingers at the same time, which may take a little practice. If you can't do that, it's a handy little trick to add to your bag of tricks. So, open string, hammer on, and my Cripple Creek C chord, as you remember, is first finger, second string, first fret, and I'm using my third finger on the first string, second fret. So that's my hammer on, and I'm counting 1 and 2 and 3 and 4 and 1 and 2 and 3 and 4. That's how that whole little sequence goes. Hammer, 5, 2, 1, 5, 2, 1. Putting my pinky on the third fret now, out ahead of the C chord. Okay, and then taking it off. 5, 2, 1, 5, and then I'm taking this finger off. 1, 2, 3. That's the end of my first half of my C sequence. 2, 1, 5, 2, 1, 5, 2, 1, 5, 1, 2, 3. Okay? Doing good so far? Here's the continuation of my C chord where it says, good old Rocky Top. Here, I'm going to do something that we haven't seen before. I'm going to move my C chord up to the 5th fret. It's still a C chord, but it's a different voicing of the C chord. And not only that, I'm going to put my index finger back on the 4th fret, behind the 5th fret. I'm going to hammer on. Now, this is the same kind of hammer on that you did in Foggy Mountain Breakdown, except instead of 2 to 3, with an open string, you're doing 4 to 5, and your other finger's on the 5th fret too. So I'm going to hammer, and then 5, 2, 1, 5, 2, 1. Just keep those 2 fingers there. So hammer, 1, 5, 2, 1, 5, 2, 1. Now I'm going to use my thumb for both of these hammers just because it's easier for me. You can do what you like. Okay, so hammer, hammer, 5, 2, 1, 5. And this is in the same place as the previous measure was. I'm doing 2, 1, actually 2, 1, 2, 1, 5, 2, 1, 5. So I put those 2 measures together. 2, 1, 5, 2, 1, 5, 2, 1, 2, 1, 2, 1, 5, 2, 1, 5. And that all is covering the 2 words, good old. Oh, I just love my voice. Good. Sorry, here we go. Good old. Okay, that's all there is to it. So going back up to the first part of the C sequence here, doing the hammer. Okay, that's how all that goes. And my words are, home sweet home to me. Good old. Now I go Rocky Top, so I have a G lick. This G lick we've seen plenty of times. It's almost as common as the regular Scruggs G run. It's just a different version of it. I'm sorry. 3, 2, 1, 3, 4, 1. So 1, 3, 2, 4, 3. Oh, one more time. 1, 3, 2, 1, 3, 4, 1. I'll get it all straight here in a minute. And a 3, pinch, 2, pinch. Now I'm going to go Rocky Top, Tennessee. Rocky. Let me see. Rocky Top. That we've done a bunch of times. The Cripple Creek Slide. The pull off from Fireball Mail and other places. 3, 2, 3, 1. So 3, 2, 5, 1, 3, 2, 3, 1. Another F chord here, and I'm just going to do a roll around this F chord. 4, 2, 1, 5, 1, 2, 3, 1. We might remember that from Old Joe Clark, because that was in the B part to Old Joe Clark. And here is my regular Scruggs G run. 3, pinch, 2, pinch. I'm going to do the same thing here with a slide, pull off, F chord, pull off, F chord, same as before. Now my other G run here. Now I'm back up to page 1 without the initial 3 pickup notes. Those 3 pickup notes I probably would just use for the very beginning of the song as just okay. Okay, so from the top of the page, I'm going to go 3, pinch, 4th string, slide into my E minor chord, hammer on the E minor, here comes my D, F, forward rolls, forward, reverse, C, C again, hammer, hammer, back to G. Okay, hope this helps.